Hello again. You can get fed up with me today. I just thought I'd show you how far things are advanced this year. We're at the very beginning of February, 3rd of February 2016, and you can see we've got daffodils out. Now, we did actually have the first daffodil out at home the end of December, and we've got about 12 out at home. But if you look here along my beds around my sit down area on the allotment, you can see that we've got quite a few out here and quite a few coming out. So I'm just on a quick look and I can see we've got at least a dozen currently out, and we've got some more out over here on this side. Oh folks, can you see, this is where I've put that Loganberry I was talking about in an earlier video. We've got one in here, and I've actually put, I'm going to show you where the other one is. Let's go and have a pop up here. You just follow me along. I've actually put the other one in here. And you can see that's where we've got a Loganberry. So eventually I'm going to have another one along this side. Now what I've got some wire coming. It's a mesh, but it's like a 6-inch square, which is going to be ideal for the Loganberry. So I'm going to put a piece of this 4-foot high mesh from that post all the way across here to this post, and basically this Loganberry is going to be growing up there. Right, you just follow me then, folks. Oh, it's now the sun's come out, it's so much better. Can you see? Just look at this. This is where we've had a fox in here, and you can see that it's been it's dug a hole. But having it with it digging that hole, I've just spotted that rhubarb is actually growing, so that's great. I can actually see it here as well, so I'm quite pleased about that. And I think what we're going to do, we've got another one here. Do you remember my concerns? I don't know whether that one has survived. That may be a goner. That may be a goner, folks, because it was left. Oh, I've just got on one. Should be alright. Forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, they were left out in the summer last year when I didn't think I needed them. That's before I started winemaking. And just look at this rhubarb here. Just look at that. I can see we've got the champagne one. Oh, we've got this one down here. So there's two. We've got that one's going to be okay. There's two in here which I'm not sure about. The champagne one's growing back here. Just here. So that's alright. Oh, and you can see I've got another one at the back there. That one's alright. Got a bit of weeding to do. Not much for that one. It's a bit on the chilly side. And I'm just having a peep in here. Oh, this one's showing signs of activity, that one in there. And that one's definitely growing, so... And then we've got another, I don't know, we've got another one down here, haven't we? I haven't checked this one. Yes, yeah, I can see that shooting as well. So they've all got signs of life. I'm quite chuffed about that. And the fruit trees have got loads of buds on. It's all exciting stuff, isn't it, folks? There's a lot of change going to be happening, I think. Can you see this here? Basically, folks, where this post is, and the post over there, that's actually where my allotment starts, and I left a path down here. But what I've decided to do, I need more space. I'm going to reclaim it. So I'm going to put a new fence going straight across here. I've got to get some new posts, knock them in, and then that'll be all wired up. I shall wire the end up across there. This fence will come down. This area is going to be leveled out, and then it's going to be covered in black fabric, and I will put raised beds into there. That's the plan. Or I'll use it to put my potatoes what I'm growing. In fact, maybe that's what I might do. We'll see. I haven't thought ahead that far yet. Also, folks, this path here is mine as well. My allotment actually starts on here, and I've fenced it off there to leave a path. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to reclaim this as well. I'm going to put a new fence up along here, and I'll put a gate across the top there, so I can still have access down to my Loganberry. It's growing along the fence at the back of that big polytunnel. With all this happening, folks, obviously down here I'm in a bit of a predicament here, because I've got a blackberry bush here, a self-setter, which I don't want to disturb. So what I may actually do is I may cover this with black fabric, and I may use this for growing things in pots, because also I have got golden raspberries all down here as well. You see, they're all down here. So I did cut them right back, because I was gonna not bother with them, but as I say, that's all happened before I started winemaking, which has given me another use for this produce now, the surplus. So you can always use wine as to swap for produce with other folk, or to use for raffles to raise money for the allotment, etc. So whereas if you've got a surplus amount of fruit and veg on a plot, the likelihood is that everyone else on the plot's got the same, and so it's very hard if your social life doesn't extend outside the allotment scene to get rid of it. I'm thinking, and this is where I do need some advice from you folks, perennials I grew last year from seed, and I've got them in these beds. Now my question is, folks, will I be able to transplant these in the spring or before? Because I'm thinking I'm going to have to reclaim these beds for growing potatoes in. And then what I'm plan is I might actually put some of these into buckets or large pots and grow them that way. So I'd like your thoughts on that, because I'm not that experienced on perennials. It's all a learning curve, and to be honest with you, I know we've got the lupins in here, which I know what they are, but in these other beds I really don't have a clue, and I know some of you have helped me out, but I've forgotten. But the main thing is, could I possibly dig these out and put them into pots? And then I think after that, then it would be down to me to find out what they are and label them up. Maybe that's one of my challenges for this year. But as it stands, I'm thinking, I think I need these beds back to growing potatoes or veg. Actually, no, I won't be able to grow potatoes because I had them in here last year. So, but I could have beans. I could have French beans in, because they've not been in here for a couple of years. Anyway, give me your thoughts on that, folks. It's always handy to have some feedback. And can you hear the cockerel, folks? Oh, it's a couple. I love them. Normally I do not hear them, folks, but it was only because somebody commented, didn't it drive you nuts? I can honestly say no, it doesn't. I do love the sound of a cockerel. And Somebody's cutting the lawn, the grass, sorry, at the allotment here. The temperature's going a bit warmer now. I was really chilled when I came down. I can see that the strawberries, folks, are growing now in these beds. It's interesting to see on different parts of the allotment how things grow more, how they are affected. Now these are obviously maybe a bit more sheltered, but you can see we've got some lovely plants developing here. Let's just have a quick look over here, folks, before I forget, because this is where there's another 2 rhubarb plants. No, can't see any activity at the moment. I'm sure they'll come back. Normally I don't get any signs of rhubarb until March, middle of March, so we're very early this year. Just having a peep down here so you can see these you can clearly see the nice green leaves. They're all new. It looks as though I think we're going to be getting quite a good crop of strawberries this year from some of these. Can you see how the labels, folks, have all broke? Look how they're all snapped off. That's because they've gone brittle with the weather. While we're at it, let's have a look in the netted area. Let me just move the bucket. Now I've got a door on, it's easy to get in here. So these are the strawberry runners from last year, what I planted in here. They look as though they're going okay. So these basically will give us the strawberries in 2017. That's the hope anyway. But we'll probably still get some this year. And these are some of the plants. My God, look at that. Well, that's broke. That's alright, it's just, they are wet, folks. Just got me a bit worried. They are wet. These are 3 Livingstone rhubarb. These will be going in a plot somewhere. And we've got a couple of blackberries and a blueberry here. So these are new plants to go in. So that's something else exciting to happen. Right, folks, I think you've had enough of me for today, haven't you? Let's look at the sky. Looks a bit stormy-fied, a bit unsettled, I should say, doesn't it? Okay, thanks for watching.